Assalamu alaikum. So today's video is kind of more like a vlog than it is a review, but it is a little bit of a review too because I ordered a dress from Mirraw. I don't know if I'm saying it right. This is the website. It's called Mirraw.com. So interestingly, I just did a little bit of info. This website is based out of Mumbai and they ship basically Desi stuff, Desi clothes, Desi jewelry, apparel, accessories, and more apparently from their website to the US. I was so the reason why I came to learn about Mirraw, I thought I was possibly going to have my nikkah next week. Like at the time of filming this, it was supposed to be next week. We had not planned on this. It was not expected. This was just a sudden proposal. And so I had nothing to wear. And so I started to panic when I knew I needed to make an order, but I wasn't sure when the dates were going to be. I wasn't sure when the nikkah was going to be. I wasn't sure what I would look like or what my theme was or anything like that. But I knew I wanted white, which is very ironic because this is actually gold. So long story short, I wanted to get something custom made and it was getting shipped from the UAE. Unfortunately, I was really stressed about the timings of that getting delivered and to my measurements and what if the measurements were off. So I decided that along with that, because that dress would be no return, so along with that I wanted to get a backup dress that at least would be a return. And in my head I was just like, I just need to order something. Like I'm not ready to order my other dress yet since there was no returns on it, but I just needed to order something to make myself feel like at least I have something coming. That's when I started to look for alternatives or something similar, and I really wanted like a thobe, more specifically like a Moroccan thobe. I hope I'm saying that right, but that's kind of the vibe I was into, and maybe I'll show you when it actually comes if it fits, hopefully. But so in like a state of panic and frenzy and just needing to feel prepared, I ordered from Mirraw at like 2 a.m. one night at like the start of February. But I got this delivered to me and I am no longer having my nikkah next week, so this is kind of pointless, but I'm still really curious to see it because I just thought it looked pretty. But that was at 2 a.m., like my 2 a.m. panicked mind thinking. And I do remember looking at the picture the next day and being like, why did I order this? But it's now here. So I'm really interested to try it and just to see what what it actually is like. So I ordered, and I'll put like a picture up I guess, but I ordered this gold crepe and brocade stone and lace work Islamic kaftan. My vibe was really like kaftan, taupe, you know, not as heavy as wedding wear, and I really wanted white, but I don't know why I got gold crepe or crepe. And the pictures, the woman wearing it looked really pretty, but I don't know, like I look at it and I'm sort of like, I love it, and I'm also sort of like, I hate it. I really can't figure it out. So I'm going to try it just to see, because I really don't think this is going to be my dress. Maybe I'll love it. So just a little bit of feedback. The website was actually super weird because I was charged when I placed my order at 2 a.m. and I got the like order confirmation email, everything, that was all good. And then the next day I got a message on WhatsApp, and I do know a lot of businesses run through WhatsApp, but this seems like a very big business to be running on WhatsApp. But anyways, I'm gonna ignore that. So I got a WhatsApp message and an email from them, and the email and the message was something like this too, but the email said, "Greetings from Mirraw. As checked, you tried placing an order on our website, could not complete the same. In case you are facing any issues, let us know, we shall assist." And I was super confused and sketched out because I had already been charged, which I'm not concerned about because I have fraud protection, alhamdulillah. So I was like, whatever, you know, they're scamming me. Everything is just gonna get replaced and replenished, inshallah. But I WhatsApped them back and I was like, what do you mean? I was charged. And then they said, oh, just kidding, your order's confirmed, thanks. And I was like, what? So I'm already kind of sketched out, and then this was at the start of February, and it took like almost 30 days to get my order, so that was also a little bit sketchy, but I'm very excited and I'm very hopeful for what this might bring. Aside from that, like aside from those weird things, I hope it's smooth sailing, so we'll see. But like as a disclaimer, I'm already a little bit sketched out. Okay, this is like a weird configuration, but I just want it, I feel like it's gonna be a little bit heavier. I need some more space, so I moved here. Now, for the moment. By the way, so I ordered the kaftan, and then there was an option for a matching hijab, and so I chose that option too, and we'll see what it's like. Kind of hard to see. And here, I guess, oh, this is maybe the belt. A matching hijab. perhaps. Okay, I'm pulling up the picture and I will show you and compare and contrast. First impressions. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the color is off. It does seem better up here. It just seems a lot yellower than I anticipated, especially this middle area here. It's like extremely yellow, and in the picture it doesn't look like it. Aside from that, it does look like it has everything in the picture and feels like a heavy piece of cloth. The inside doesn't seem scratchy. Before I try it on, I will just say in the picture, this like net type of fabric is really not so visible and obvious, especially in the back. I think it's really obvious, and maybe it'll be less obvious when I put it on, but in the pictures it doesn't look like this. It looks like almost like it's all silk or satin skirt, and that's definitely not the case. So that's a little bit disappointing because I really like that part of the look the most, like the silky satiny part of it. So yeah, I'm really like, that's what I was expecting from the picture, and the shine and the sheen in the picture actually throughout the whole dress. So to not have that is a little bit disappointing, but let's try it anyways and see what we think. Have an open mind until we try it on. I'm like strategically covering everything. Let me stuff myself so you can't see. This is very ill-fitted. The shoulder seams stop for me here. Obviously they should be back here. So, and as you can see, it's like very very big neckline, like it should be here. Second of all, this scarf is so stiff and uncomfortable. It's also a big no, and like maybe it would have been nice if they had matched it with like this fabric or like something, but like it's just not working. It's a no. And then, which by the way, also this belt I don't like because it's also very stiff. It's this, it's loose by this much, like that much is how much it's loose by. It should be like here and up here, obviously. So kind of like this would be better, but it sits like this. So that's a big problem, and it's interesting because it's custom to size. And then just this embroidery, like as it feels very heavy, so it's dragging it down, but like the longer you look at it, the cheaper it looks. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't have enough experience for sure, but this looks like the type that comes ready stitched and they just put it on, and it's like it feels like it too. Yeah, I remember what I was telling you about the back looking different. It looks so different on this too, and that looks pretty cheap. Let me see if I can stand up here. The train is decently nice. Yeah, so overall, that's a big no. I'm so glad for the return period. I'm gonna actually, you know what, I'm gonna change. I feel so foreign to myself in this. I just don't know what to say. I'm so disappointed. And maybe I guess I could get the sizing fixed, but like, why? You know, you promised me so much and you gave me so little. So I'm gonna go change back into my normal clothes, and then I'll close with my final thoughts, but you already get the gist of it. I'm back to being me. I think it's obvious that this is not for me. It's just rather unfortunate because I was really excited and it really did not work out. I can give them pros for a few things, however. First is that the fabric felt stiff, but it felt thick. So it didn't feel like thin and cheap material. At least they used, I think, good material. There were layers too. On the skirt, there were 2 layers. I think they were trying. So I think when I put it on, the color looked more like the picture than what I had thought when I was holding it up initially. Another pro is that the length is actually nice. So I put the length for 56 inches. I am 5'3", so that's 63 inches. I ordered it for 56 inches long. There was actually still a bit of train behind me, so I'm not sure if that was part meant to be or not, but that was definitely longer than 56 inches. But the dress itself probably did stop around there, so at least that's like a good and a pro and a con. But aside from that, it's obviously extremely oversized, and that's funny to me because I was thinking, should I even wear shapewear or not? I picked a size medium, and that was definitely giving me large to extra large. So the dress was $272.40, which is a weird number, but then I added on the hijab for $28, and the total was $300.73. Yeah, just given the fact this was a $300 dress, I really don't think so. I genuinely think ASOS has some nicer dresses for $200. This hijab being a $28 add-on cost is ridiculous. Like, it's literally nothing. All it has is it's a piece of fabric with the border, and there's one little set of this. There's literally no other set of this on the whole hijab. It's in the middle too, so I really don't know what they were thinking, but this is not worth $28. Sorry, I'm feeling like I'm just very agitated right now because this is so below like what I had expected from it to be. This is another reason, alhamdulillah, I'm glad my nikkah is actually not is postponed. I actually did end up ordering the dress I told you I really wanted at the start when we thought the nikkah was going to be for next week, and it hasn't arrived yet, but I'm really excited. Maybe I'll show you you that when it does arrive. I really hope that that is good because it's not returnable. So this is kind of giving me suspicious vibes now. I'm kind of in a suspicious headspace and I'm very worried the other one's gonna be bad too, but I hope it's not. Sorry, lip balm is like my comfort and I'm very stressed right now. I think it's safe to say Mirraw, like I'm sure other things are good, but this was not. I will add, this is like Islamic kaftan, like it says in the name, kaftan, whatever. And I think that could genuinely be a reason for why this was so, like, this was very poorly designed and developed and sent out because this is not their area of expertise, you know. At least I can speak from a perspective of a Pakistani, like it's not, kaftans aren't that common. So maybe if you go into like the more traditional Indian clothes like saris or just like lehenga, shalwar kameez, maybe that would be better, but this is not. This was not their forte and it shows. Anyways, I'm gonna return this. I'm going to email them and I'm gonna say, hello, I want to return my order. Please advise where to ship it to because I'm very confused. So we'll see what they say. I will update if I get this return and how for people who are considering shopping from them. I'm going to be paying for the cost of the return, so it's going to be pretty annoying if it's to India and not to like a distributional warehouse here in the US because I'm going to be paying a lot more. I'm just tired now. Assalamu alaikum. I have an update for you. So unless you have relatives going to India who will take this for you personally or you're buying in bulk, don't order from Mirraw unless you want to pay a $60 to $300 return on your few $100 purchase. I went to USPS and it was like $67 and then I came here, or 87 or something, and then I decided maybe I'll just try FedEx, and FedEx was $330 and I am so frustrated right now, but I guess this is staying with me because I'm not going to be paying for that much. That's like half of what I paid to get it. This is just a bad policy. If they're made for US people and Canadian people and that's what their slogan says it's for, then why don't they have a US or Canadian receiving center for returns? Just very annoying. Heed my advice, don't do it. But anyways, Jummah Mubarak, that's it. I'm gonna stop being so negative tomorrow about this, but for now it's a big yikes and a big no. But unless you really liked it, then I guess get it, but other than that, don't do it. Okay, that's it. Bye. Sorry to be such a downer, but I guess this is the end of the video, so bye.